Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 83 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. Last episode we got working on fusion crafting, which is cool, and I'm excited about that. And what we're going to do today is prepare for getting more Awakened Draconium. So Awakened Draconium is a useful and very powerful tool for creating lots and lots of nifty stuff. And you can use Awakened Draconium for all kinds of high-level gadgetry that we're probably going to want to play with at some point throughout this series. With that in the back of our minds, I figured it might be time to start working on getting more Dragon Hearts, which is what we're going to need in order to get Awakened Draconium. Now, frankly, and here we go back to the old Dire, you've done this before thing, there's really only one way to do this. We can go to the end and we can spawn the dragon, and it takes about a minute to spawn him, and then we kill the dragon, and that takes about a minute, and then we have to spawn him again. It takes a long time. Or we can create an RF Tools dimensions where dragons spawn naturally and kill all of them. So there'll be dragons everywhere, and we just run in and start shooting them with bows, and it's a lot of fun. And that's the way we're going to do it. So buckle your seatbelts if you haven't seen this before, and if you have, sorry, but it's pretty much the only option, so it's what we're going to do. So to get started, I suspect might be a good time to look at doing some mechanical usery type things. I'd like to automate for a moment this, dimlet parcels. Hello, cool. Dimlet parcels go in, module components come out. That's pretty much what we're looking for here. So what I'm going to do is that, and that, and that. Cool. And that's neat. So what I'm going to want to do here is dimlet parcels. You are going to be blacklisting dimlet parcels on the import. You are going to obviously be whitelisting dimlet parcels on the export. And we'll probably want a few speed upgrades to go into the importer so that you can run a little bit faster, right? So in theory, I put that in there. Sweet. I like it. Automated dimlet opener. So remember these dimlet parcels, which I'm now opening, courtesy of Enderman Drops. It doesn't say it in JEI for some reason, but it's like a super rare drop from Enderman. I might want to at some point build a better spawner, because there is... I've not played with it since 1.7, maybe? Maybe 1. Yeah, I think 1.7 was the last time I played with this. Draconic Evolution has a stabilized mob spawner, which I believe is on par with the overpoweredness of the mod. So it spawns lots and lots and lots and lots of enemies. I might want to play with that at some point throughout the series. Though clicking on it, I'm not seeing a recipe, so there might be some nuance to that. We could look in here. Stabilized mob spawner. Aha, there's basic, wyvern, draconic, and chaotic tiers. Cool. Stabilizing spawner turns into a very useful tool for spawning all sorts of mobs. You have to right-click a vanilla spawner with any of the 4 DE cores. The spawner will consume the core and convert the spawner to the equivalent of the tier stabilized spawner, which will be dropped as an item in the world. This, of course, means there are 4 spawner tiers, as there are 4 core tiers. It will be set to spawn the same enemy that was in the original spawner. It should also be noted that once placed, you cannot pick it up, a spawner, without destroying the mob soul it contains. In order to reset the spawner to the same or a different mob type, you need to apply a new mob soul. Mob souls we can learn about clicking there. Cool. Nice. I should look into that. But basic tier, oh cool, it gives me the details of what it does. 6 mobs, 8 mobs, 12 mobs at a time at the chaotic tier. That's cool. That spawns lots of mobs. Draconic seems pretty close with 8 mobs at a time, every 2 to 10 seconds. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Neat. To do, I'd like to try that out. Maybe with Enderman, maybe with something else. So lots of things are being opened there. But let's create our dragon dimension first, and then we'll go and play with that stuff. So Dragon Dimension. One of the things we can get is a mob of type Minecraft Ender Dragon. Now in order to do this, we need the basic thingy. We need rarity 5 dimlet thingies. We need the top tier memory and power units, and we need a mob doohickey, and then we need a syringe. And the syringe is going to specify, that's the thing that specifies the type of mob. So we need to get a syringe filled with Ender Dragon Essence, which will be cool. So let's look in here at Dim and see what we got. So we definitely got one of these. That's nice. We're going to want a rarity 5. So if we just search for 5, we should be good there. Cool. If we search for a memory control unit, nice. The advanced one is what we want. Power. Energy, is it called? Yeah, energy. Cool. So there's that. I don't know what that thing is called. It's called Mob Type Controller. Sweet. So we've actually got the 5 things that we need here. We just need the syringe. So with that in mind, let's make ourselves a syringe. They're really easy to make. And basically you have to use this on an enemy to extract the essence of that enemy. So if you wanted to spawn, I don't know, zombie pigmen in your dimension, or blazes, right? You'd go collect the blaze by left clicking on a bunch of blazes until you fill up the syringe, and then it goes into here and you're good to go. But that's not what we want dragons. So we're gonna go get crystals. Where are you? 4 of you, please. And I should probably bring my piston and a lever with me, because, you know, eggs aren't a bad thing to have every now and then as well. That should be cool. Are you done, crystals? Which, by the way, I want to check on gas tiers. Hey, we've got like 300 gas tiers. Good job, bees. Good job. We should check in on our genetics lab every now and then and make sure that the bees haven't like died off or something, because I wasn't paying attention to them. Hey, ghastly bees are doing a good thing. Sweet. Liking it. Alright, so let's pop over to the end and do some stuff. So where's my portal gun? Oh, that happened. I don't know which... What was that? Which... Yeah, okay, so you are going to the end. Sweet. Hey, there's that dragon egg from last time we fought this guy, remember? Remember that happened? Remember that was a thing? Sweet. So let's respawn ye old dragon. Hooray! And we'll be back in a minute once. Dragon time! Whoosh. Pretty sure that cleared out that crystal thing. Alright, so that should take care of all those things. Now let's get some dragon essence. Just gotta left click him with the thing, and it fills about 10% of the syringe each time you hit him. So we need to hit him about 10 times with this bad boy. Whoosh, come on, buddy. Let's go. He's not so easy to hit, because, you know, he bounces you back when you get near him. He definitely is easier to hit when he's in that, wow, that does a lot of damage. I like it. Though, to be fair, we're probably going to get a bow that does even more damage soon. That should be enough. 100% mob type Ender Dragon. Sweet. What I like about this bow is the explosions continue to do damage to him, even though he's on that platform thing. Die, Ender Dragon. I expected you to be dead by now. Thank you. Hey, another egg. Hey, listen, Enderman. You probably don't want to mess with Dire. I literally just killed a dragon in front of you, and you're like, I got this. Enderman, please. Alright, you should teleport to my inventory no matter where you are. Zoinks. And home we go. So in theory, we should now have everything we need to create an Ender Dragon dimension. Woohoo! Let's see what happens. So you go in there, you charge it up, and you can do this. You can go away, you can go away, you can go away. You guys can see that I haven't cleaned up my inventory since last episode, can't you? Yeah, pretty much. We'll put this away, and that sounds cool. So let's create our dimension, right? So dragon, double click this, it should populate that. Now we should get a mob dimlet of Minecraft Ender Dragon. Cool. All right, dimension creating time. So let's take our draconium dimension out. Go in there. Let's get a realize dimension tab is the word I'm looking for. Nice. You can go into here, and we will call this dragons. How about Dragon Age? Yeah. Store. So we should have a realize dimension tab that when we shift right click it, you can see that we have the mob type Minecraft Ender Dragon. Every other attribute of this dimension is going to be totally randomized. So we have no idea what we're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. And from there, we just wait. So power, by the way, woot, no longer power issues. Remember how, before we would have this like really long duration of power drain? Now it's like, nah, we're cool. We rapidly fill up that internal buffer. So this maintenance cost is about 1,000 RF a tick. So we're definitely going to want to bring, from RF Tools Dimensions, the activity probe. Yeah. So we're going to want a machine frame and an activity probe. Cool. Bringing this with us is probably a good idea. And I'm probably going to want to create a portal gun destination in this dimension because chances are the dragons are going to fly through the block that is going to be our matter receiver. So make sure you have a way home, make sure you have a way there, but for now, let's dial up Dragon Age and see what it looks like over there, because I have no idea what this dimension is going to look like, aside from the fact that there should be dragons. Oh, look at this, not too shabby. Whoa, we've got some, what kind of fluid is that, do you think? So now we've got a dragon's destination. What in the world kind of fluid is this? Anybody? I wish I had a bucket with me. I might have a bucket. Do I have a bucket? I have a bucket of water. Unfortunately, we're, once again, wow, okay, cool. This is a weird dimension. We have once again found ourselves in the Twilight Forest, but that's okay. This is a bucket of blood. Biomes of plenty blood. Thanks, that's not creepy. Okay. And this is orbs. Now, is this liquid orbs? Orbs of some kind of dirt? Chiseled dirt. Okay, neat. Wow, lots of orb types in here. Are these fluid-filled orbs? Looks like they're filled with water. Wow, this is a weird dimension. I might have to create a new one. Just because of the Twilight Forest thing. Though, we could just keep an eye on the TPS and see if it starts to calm down. It's pretty high right now, but it's also world genning, so that's a thing. These orbs might be fluid filled or they might not be. So this is chiseled stone, also filled with water. Good times. Man, really weird dimension. Now dragons, in theory, should be spawning around here. Look, it's one of the spires from Twilight Forest with the ravens around it. That is cool. Yeah, I might want to create a new dimension because this dimension is going to be laggy. I can just sense it. Zoinks. Teleporting home. We're gonna create a new one. So I think I can just hit del to remove that destination. Cool. We'll come over here. Come on now, wake up. Take out our dimensions. We're going to put this guy in here. Extract my mob dimlet. And then we'll create a digit dimlet. Let's try digit 1. Dragon Age 2. That's actually dimlet 0, but that doesn't matter. Long story short, we will get Dragon Age 2. And we'll cross our fingers here. Dragon Age 2. Let's see what's up. Cross your fingers for a cool dimension. Full of dragons. Or one would hope. Hey, this... Wow, there's a dragon, so that's a thing. Man, this place looks cool. This dimension is made out of chiseled cobblestone, and it is fancy. Proper dragons. That's what I should have called it. Hello, dragons. Now, there's going to be a little bit of world lag, of course, as a result of the fact that terrain gen is happening right now. So maybe a good idea would be to come back in a minute once world gen has settled down. So I guess one of the benefits to having an explodey bow and arrow. Now here's the thing. I'm assuming that I'll just know when you guys decide to die, right? As a reminder, dragons are hard-coded to like to hang out around the 0-0 position of the world, so if you're ever having trouble finding dragons, head for 0-0 in your dimension. It will be good. And of course, the good news, hey, nice. So there's a dragon. Now, I'm pretty sure these dragons don't create eggs, but they should create hearts. Yep, so there's a heart. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the exploding part definitely helps with, like, not needing to be perfect on range. But we're going to need a better weapon here if we're going to be farming dragons. And maybe better armor, too. You guys probably know what's in store. So this ain't bad, but we could definitely do better. This is cool, though. The best part about this is because they're hard-coded to come to 0-0, is that you pretty much don't have to do a lot of work. You just hang out right here, and the dragons come to you. Might be a little loud. If that's the case, my apologies. And as a reminder, you don't have to go pick up the hearts, which is a big part of what we're here for. So just keep killing dragons and don't worry about where you're going, because the hearts automatically teleport to your inventory as soon as the dragon dies. Which is cool! How cool is that? So dragon hearts for days, right? Alright, let me, I'm gonna kill a few more dragons, and then we'll meet you back at the base, and we will focus on making some better armor and weapons to make this farming a little bit better. Alright, I think I have enough hearts for now. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure to place the activity detector in there. So this dimension doesn't continue to run while we're not here. Because that would be kind of bad. Woot. And back home we are. So this guy, which is generating, or is currently doing its thing, again, it's about 1,000 ARPA tick, so about the same cost as the previous Dragon Age that we made. But shortly, we should see these particles stop moving here, and the thing drop, because it detected that there's no player in that dimension, so therefore there's no activity in that dimension, so therefore we stop generating or using power for that dimension. So hey, I did all right. I did not do poorly at all. I generated a healthy amount of hearts. Let's ramp it up. So in the vein of overpowered things, the Draconic Bow is definitely one of them. There's two tiers of Draconic tools. There's the Wyvern tier, which is the first tier of tools, which are all very nice and beautiful in their own respects. And then there's tier 2, which is the Draconic tier. This is where things really start to get crazy. So in order to make the Draconic tier bow, we need the Wyvern tier bow. And in order to make the Wyvern tier bow, it's really not that hard. So let's do it. And then we'll upgrade it to Draconic tier, and then we'll be good to go. So, first things first, bow the Wyvern. Yep. So let's get a proper bow here, and then let's get some of you, and you. And at this point, we shouldn't be having much problem with a lot of the resources that we're looking to make here. Hey, that's cool. It used a broken bow to make that. Doesn't matter. Like I said, overpowered. And then we need an awakened core, a draconic energy core, and 2 awakened draconiums. Sounds like it's time to teach this thing how to make some stuff. What do you guys think? we're going to be using these resources somewhat regularly, so it's probably not a bad idea. So in order to make this, we need 5 Awakened Draconium, we need a Nether Star, we need 9 million RF, and we need some Wyvern Cores, right? So let's do the thing. Let's do processing mode, and we will do U and plus, and you should figure that out, right? So that was, we needed 4 Wyvern Cores. And it was 5 of those awakens, right? Awakened core, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and another star becomes that. Cool. So let's get Wyvern cores, and we're going to teach this thing how to behave itself a little bit. So we're going to need you, an Awakened Draconium, which I should probably go ahead and teach this guy how Awakened Draconium works. So turn off processing mode. You need to learn that bit of things. There you go. So you're going to pop into here, right, for that recipe. And we're going to need you guys to know the following. So let's see. Do I have any that have the top tier? Like, again, I wanted to focus on only having stuff we're going to automate, right? So you're, and you. Cool. Okay. So we need 5 of these and 4 of these, right? So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in theory, that should work. If I want an awakened core, you should know how to handle that. So the Nether Star did go in there. Beautiful. Hey, perfect. It worked like a charm the first time. Who'da thunk? Special note that we will need to add the Awakened to the Retriever node, but that's about it, right? Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I like it. I should probably be putting blocking mode on for these 2 recipes, and I think I'm going to go update them for blocking mode right now. And I think what that'll do is it'll prevent the next item from crafting in the event that something's already in there. So I'm going to go turn on blocking mode. So put you in the whitelist, put you in there so that you complete the craft. But then let me borrow these 2 dudes and update them to be blocking mode, right? So you need to be in processing and blocking mode, right? I don't think, yeah, so that's Awakened Draconium block, right? So let's, that guy, right? So it's 4 Draconium blocks, 6 cores, and 1 heart, right? And then you need to go here, and it was basically 5 and 4, right? Now these both have blocking enabled, and what that should do is make sure that, you know, it'll complete 1 craft before it moves on to the next. I think. Pretty sure that's how blocking mode works. Almost positive. So that's cool. So now if I wanted to upgrade that, so then the only other thing we have to teach you is how to make these dudes, which I remember being not terrible. Yeah, they're not terrible at all. That's just like a regular old crafting table recipe. Cool. So now we've got an awakened core. We're going to want a draconic energy core. And then you're also going to need 2 awakened draconium. And this I'll just do manual because this is not the type of craft that we need to automate, right? So we can just do like doom. Pedestal tier too low. Oh, right, we have to upgrade you to Wyvern tier, don't we? Yeah, totally need to do that. How come I didn't remember that? So, my friends, we need to do this. So we're going to need, wow, we need a lot of Awakened Draconium blocks. Not that many, because we get 4 per craft, remember. So we're going to want 10 total Awakened and 20 Wyvern cores. So that doesn't seem too bad. So we already have 2, so we're going to want basically 8 more of these. And then we'll also want 20 of you. So you should be doing the thing. Now, if I'm right, Good. See how this chest is empty? Blocking mode, right? So even though the chest is empty and is capable of accepting items, because blocking mode is on, I think what it's going to do is prevent items from going into that chest until this crafting process is completed. As soon as this crafting process is completed, then it will be allowed to place the next set of items into the inventory here, right? So you're charging up lots of power. Lots of power. Let's come back in a second when that's closer to done. Okay, so this is doing its thing, right? And then the moment that that item gets sucked into the refined storage system, it should drop the next set of ingredients here. So listen for the boom. Boom. Should be pulling in. New set of items show up. Yes. Perfect. So it waits for the previous crafting to complete before it drops the items in. So Applied Energistics works that it waits for the inventory to be empty before it drops the items in. Refined Storage says, I'm going to wait for the crafting to be completely done before I drop the next set of items in. That's kind of really awesome. And I like that. All right. So the next thing we're going to need for Wyvern Tears, so we've got your 20 of those, I presume, are complete. We need one of those, and then we need 4 diamonds, right? So that'll be 40 diamonds. That won't be a big deal. And this part of the session is going to be a little bit boring. So what I'm going to do is prepare all this and just do it off camera, right? So I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to manually do this because, again, this is like a one-time dude. So see you guys in a sec. So remember how I said you could put multiple items inside these fusion crafting injectors? This is the time when that's kind of useful to do. So I've put like all 10 of the awaken blocks in there. You can see that like now there's 9 left, right? Because I just did that. So then you can easily just swap these out by doing this, and it's still got the ingredients that it needs, right? And then it'll use 1 of each, and then there'll be 8 left in there, and we'll kind of go from there. So that's what I'm doing slowly but surely. Be back in a minute when they're all done, because this is just repetitive boringness at this point. All right, that would be the last Draconic Fusion Injector. The nice thing is that we don't have to update any of these things because everything's still there. So that's cool. So we should be good to go now. I should re-hook up you, and you. That totally needs to be done. Cool. Good to go? I think so. Let's see. So we're going to put you guys, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Doot, 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 doot. And upgrade time. Start. Nice. Now we're getting somewhere. So that's a quick charge, because it's not a huge amount of RF that needs to go into that thing. It's only 64,000 RF, to be honest with you. The challenge, I guess, is making the Awakened Cores and the Awakened Draconium. Sweet, Draconic Bow. So this thing stores 16 million RF. So it will slowly but surely charge itself off this flux capacitor that we have here. Slowly but surely is definitely the term I'm looking for, though. And it uses quite a lot. So we're going to want to do a few things here. Let's make, from Draconic Evolution real quick, an energy storage device. So that would be you. Wyvern Flux Capacitor. The basic tier holds 64 million, the top tier is 256, and then there's upgrades we can do as well, which is shenanigans. So let's get one of you, and let's get 4 of you. But we should be able to do that, no problem. I'm pretty sure this one requires that one. Yes, cool. So you're going to do that, and then you're going to get 1 of you, and 4 of you. Missing Draconium ingots. Really? I've already burned through that much Draconium? That's shenanigans. But considering how many blocks I've used, I'm not super surprised. Remember when we made a dimension of Draconium dust and I got like thousands of it, and you guys probably said to yourself, Dyer, you're never going to need that much Draconium? Yeah. Remember? Remember when that was a thing? I bet you remember. Now you're probably like, Dyer, you're a genius for making tons and tons of Draconium. We'll let that process, because why not? So you're doing the thing. I thought I add... Yeah, okay, that was just rendering bug again. Cool. So you completed your craft. Perfect. So let's instead... We'll upgrade this later. What we'll do in the meantime is make something that can charge this very quickly. And I'll tell you why I want to charge this very quickly. 60 million RF is more than it sounds. This is an energetic infuser. Oh, that's right. So you're probably... Yeah, that's going to take a while to charge up, right? Probably a bit. So let's get a thing that can help with that. Where are you, thing that can help with that? There is a thing that can help with that. I just don't see... There it is, energy infuser. Cool. So energy infuser needs 3 cores and a core stabilizer. So one of you... And one of you, that, and that should be cool. Now I just need an enchanting table in the middle. Sweet. Energy infuser. Let's stick this guy down here, and we'll bind this one to him. Now he has an internal buffer of how much RF? 10 million. This thing can charge items at a stupidly fast speed. Like, really fast. So this can store 64 million. Check this out. Boom. It just dumped all 10 million in there. And it'll sit there and charge that thing up. And it has a pretty cool looking effect, too, when it charges things. To be honest, I almost want to move him. Just so you can see the full-on effect. How cool is that? Huh? Fancy. All right, so I think that's a good wrapping up point for the episode. Let's come back next time. I'm going to go to my Draconium dimension. I'm going to mine some more Draconium, bring it back, and then we'll take care of upgrading some weapons and see how they do. For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.